Hi, welcome back to Cooking with Grandpa. Me and Lorenzo here again to make another video. Today we're going to make an angel cake, but we're going to put a little chocolate chips into it, and it's going to be an almond type of cake. I wanted to tell you about the egg whites. You see, I took them out, defrosted them, and I had told you about when you make your pastry cream for your eclairs or your rice pudding, your sponge cake, you use a lot of egg yolks. And what I do is I take the egg whites from them and I freeze them, like I had told you once before, and I put them in the freezer. Now I defrosted 8 ounces of them, which is like a cup, and I took them out yesterday, and I'm defrosting them. I want to get them up to 70 degrees. So don't throw those egg whites away. And if you don't have any, you can always buy them in the supermarket. They do sell containers of just egg whites. It's a great cake. It's all protein. There's no fat in it, so it helps you a little bit with your diet. We'll get started in a minute. The first thing we're going to do is, I told you, you don't have to do anything for your pan. Just rinse it off with hot water. Make sure you rinse it off. Rinse off your mixer bowl and you whip. Make sure that with hot water. You take your egg whites and you put them in your mixer. And we're going to start mixing this around speed 8 for about 5 minutes until it floats up. And then I'll get back to you when I show you that. Okay, you see we got a nice froth here. Now we're going to start adding my sugar. And we're going to whip this up very slowly. You start adding this. And my sugar, it's got salt in it and a little cream of tartar. Just to stabilize the egg yolk. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. You don't need it. But it helps a little. So I put my sugar in, and we're going to whip this up to a nice kind of meringue. I'll show you how that looks, how we want it. Okay, I think we're very close to what we want. Let's check it out. Want a little bit of a stiff bake. That's beautiful. Okay, let's use that. Okay, we're getting close to where we want it. I want to add my 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract and 3/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla. We want to try to get this to a nice peak. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to mix our sugar with our flour and sift it. I wanted to tell you about the sugar. They tell you to use a fine sugar. What I did was I take my regular sugar, throw it in my blender, and grind it up for a few minutes, and it's fine. Don't go and buy that expensive box of fine sugar. So we're going to do this. The first thing we're going to do is put our flour in the sifter, and we're going to put our sugar in there. So we want to sift this about 2 times, because then we're going to sift it right over the egg whites. Just get this mixed up a little bit together. That's 1 time. That's 2 times. That's great. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put it back in here. And put that aside. We're going to get our nice egg whites here. And we're going to get a spatula. And where did my grandson stole my chocolate chips? But I'm going to sift about a half of this into this mixture right now. Put it down and start folding it in. Over, under, and over. Under, and over. Under and over. And I'll get back to you when we're gonna make our second entry. Make sure you pick it up from the bottom so that flour gets mixed in. And now we're gonna do our second batch, our last batch. And we're gonna fold in our quarter cup of chocolate chips. If my grandson didn't eat them all. And we're gonna fold in that. Make sure you get this mixed up pretty good. No flour, you don't wanna see any flour. But be gentle with it, because you don't wanna deflate it. Mixed it pretty good. Now you just get it into this pan. You don't have to do anything to the pan. You don't have to butter it. You don't have to do anything. Especially you don't want to butter it because you want this to expand. Get it in there as neat as you can. It's a great cake. Especially if you're watching your diet. Hey, I go in there, give it a couple of bangs. Try to clean up the side a little bit. And the tube. Okay, now you're gonna put this in a 375-degree oven. I'm putting it on the second shelf on the bottom. It'll take about 20 minutes. I'll get back to you when that's all done. Okay, I think we're okay. It's about 30 minutes, close to 30 minutes in here. I'll take it out, take a look at it. You can feel it's nice and soft. Okay, so we just take this and you don't take it out of the pan. Just leave it upside down and let it cool. When it cools down, we'll show you how to get it out of the pan and how we're gonna decorate it. Okay, we're back. It's cooled down a lot, and we start taking it out. Now I want to remind you that all the ingredients and the amounts are all listed in the description underneath the video. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a like. I'm going to show you how to get this out of this pan. Just get yourself a nice spatula like this, or a knife. And get it all around it, like that. Okay, so we got around the sides there. We got to loosen it over here too, around this tube. The tube is there so that the cake can cook better. It'll also be very soft in the center. Now what you do with that is you go upside down and you push it out. And there you go, that's out. Now your next problem is getting the bottom out. Now you take that spatula and you go all around like that. Now it's supposed to go out now. There you go. I'm gonna put it like that. And there you go. There you have your cake. Now I'll get back to you on the next procedure on what I'm going to do with it. Okay, now what I'm going to do with this is I melted about a half a cup of bittersweet chocolate, and I heated up a quarter a cup of stock syrup. And I'm going to add it to this a little at a time and keep stirring it. You don't have to serve it with chocolate or chocolate chips or almond. You could serve it with nice fruit. It's a great cake. I'm going to add this a little at a time, and you got to keep mixing. Okay, and all we're going to do is pour it over the top. Okay, you don't have to spread it, but if you want, you can spread it out a little bit. Let it drip down the sides. You're gonna love this. Chocolate chip almond angel food cake. That's it. Okay, here you go. All done. Beautiful cake. Nice. Enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give us a like. See you soon.